Will Constantine return? What does the future hold for John Constantine? Keanu Reeves is finally returning as John Constantine after nearly 2 decades. The chain-smoking occult detective who once sacrificed everything to save humanity from demonic forces is about to make his triumphant comeback, with original director Francis Lawrence at the helm and a completed script ready to go into production. But here's what makes this truly explosive. This isn't just another sequel. Constantine 2 is positioning itself as an R-rated supernatural thriller that promises to delve deeper into the dark corners of DC's mystical universe than ever before. With Akiva Goldsman penning the script and the original creative team reuniting, we're about to witness what might be the most ambitious exploration of heaven, hell, and everything in between in comic book movie history. The year was 2005, and Warner Bros. Had just introduced audiences to a different kind of comic book hero. A cynical exorcist with terminal lung cancer who could see angels and demons walking among us. While critics weren't entirely convinced, Constantine slowly built a dedicated cult following that has only grown stronger over the years. Now, after countless fan petitions and years of hope, John Constantine is finally getting his second chance at redemption. Fast forward to 2024, and the landscape of superhero cinema has drastically changed. While the DC Universe prepares for a complete reboot under James Gunn's leadership, Constantine 2 charts its own path as an Elseworlds story, free from the constraints of shared universe building and ready to embrace its darker, more mature themes. The completion of the script and the announcement of a post-Thanksgiving production start date has sent ripples of excitement through the fan community, promising a return to the gritty, supernatural world that made the original film so unique. The original Constantine's legacy. What many fans don't realize is that the 2005 Constantine was far ahead of its time. Before the MCU revolutionized superhero storytelling, before The Dark Knight grounded comic book movies in realism, Constantine dared to blend supernatural horror with comic book mythology in ways that had never been attempted before. The film took bold creative liberties with its source material, transforming the blonde British John Constantine of the comics into Keanu Reeves' American interpretation. While purists initially balked at the change, Reeves brought something unique to the role, a world-weary cynicism masked by deadpan wit, creating a character who was simultaneously tragic and magnetic. Constantine's vision of the supernatural world was unlike anything audiences had seen before. Its depiction of hell as a post-apocalyptic mirror of our world, constantly burning under a nuclear sun, created imagery that has become iconic in supernatural cinema. The film's interpretation of angels and demons as beings who could only influence, but never directly interfere with humanity, added layers of complexity to its theological undertones. Perhaps most memorable was Peter Stormare's chilling portrayal of Lucifer, a white-suited, barefooted Satan whose brief appearance left an indelible mark on audiences. His confrontation with Constantine in the film's finale, where our anti-hero tricks the devil himself, remains one of the most talked about scenes in supernatural thriller history. The road to Constantine 2. The journey to getting Constantine 2 greenlit wasn't an easy one. For years, Keanu Reeves himself championed the idea of a sequel, revealing in interviews that he would regularly ask about the possibility of returning to the role. His persistence, combined with the film's growing cult status and his resurgent popularity through the John Wick franchise, finally convinced Warner Bros. To take another chance on the supernatural detective. "I've approached them every year," Reeves admitted in a 2021 interview with Stephen Colbert. "I would love to play John Constantine again." This dedication to the character resonated with fans, who saw in Reeves not just an actor playing a part, but someone who truly understood and appreciated the complexity of John Constantine. What sets Constantine 2 apart is its commitment to pushing boundaries that the original film couldn't. While the 2005 release was constrained by studio demands for a PG-13 rating, the sequel is embracing a harder R rating, allowing it to fully explore the darker aspects of Constantine's world. Director Francis Lawrence, who made his feature film debut with the original Constantine before going on to helm blockbusters like the Hunger Games series, has been vocal about his vision for the sequel. "We got caught in that weird PG-13 R no man's land," Lawrence reflected on the first film. "This time, we're going to do the hard R scary version, which I would love to do." This commitment to a darker, more mature tone comes at a perfect time. The success of R-rated comic book films like Logan, Deadpool, and Joker has proven that audiences are ready for more adult-oriented superhero stories. Constantine 2 is positioned to push this envelope even further, combining supernatural horror with complex theological themes in ways the original could only hint at. The new script and production status. In a major development that has fans buzzing, producer Lorenzo de Bonaventura recently confirmed that Constantine 2's script is complete. The sequel is now gearing up for production, with filming set to begin after Thanksgiving 2024. This timeline suggests we could see Constantine's return to the big screen as early as late 2025 or early 2026. What makes this particularly exciting is the involvement of Akiva Goldsman as the screenwriter. Goldsman, known for his work on A Beautiful Mind and I Am Legend, brings both critical acclaim and genre expertise to the project. His involvement suggests that Constantine 2 will balance supernatural spectacle with deeper character exploration. Potential returning characters. Keanu Reeves' return to the role couldn't come at a better time. The actor's career is at an all-time high following the success of the John Wick franchise and his celebrated return to the Matrix universe. His increased star power and mature screen presence will bring new depths to John Constantine's character. The years since the original film have added gravitas to Reeves as an actor, something that could perfectly serve an older, perhaps even more cynical version of Constantine. This older Constantine would likely be dealing with the long-term consequences of his dealings with both heaven and hell, particularly the final confrontation with Lucifer. While Keanu Reeves' return is confirmed, fans are eagerly speculating about other potential returning cast members. Peter Stormare, who delivered an unforgettable performance as Lucifer, has hinted at discussions about his return. The possibility of seeing Stormare's Lucifer collect on his debt to Constantine has fans both excited and terrified. Tilda Swinton's Gabrielle and Jaimin Hansu's Papa Midnight could also potentially return, though neither has been confirmed. Their characters' unresolved storylines from the first film could provide rich material for the sequel to explore. The DC Elseworlds advantage. One of the most intriguing aspects of Constantine 2 is its position as a DC Elseworlds project. This designation frees the film from the constraints of fitting into a larger shared universe, allowing it to tell a more focused, character-driven story without worrying about broader franchise implications. This independence could allow Constantine 2 to dive deeper into the metaphysical aspects of its world, exploring themes and concepts that might be too dark or complex for mainstream superhero films. The success of other standalone DC films, like Joker and The Batman, has proven that audiences are ready for more mature, nuanced takes on comic book characters. While Constantine 2 stands alone as an Elseworld story, its potential success could open doors for other supernatural DC properties. The film could pave the way for characters like Swamp Thing and Zatanna, or even a proper Justice League Dark adaptation. In fact, there's already buzz about potential spin-off projects should Constantine 2 perform well at the box office. The timing couldn't be better for supernatural superhero content. With Marvel diving into the mystical realm with Doctor Strange and the upcoming Blade reboot, Constantine 2 has the opportunity to showcase DC's unique take on supernatural storytelling. The rich history of Vertigo Comics' horror and supernatural titles provides plenty of material to draw from. Technical innovations. The original Constantine pushed the boundaries of visual effects in 2005, creating memorable sequences like the Hell Visit and demon manifestations. Nearly 2 decades later, Constantine 2 has access to significantly advanced technology to bring its supernatural elements to life. Francis Lawrence has expressed his excitement about using modern VFX techniques to create more immersive and terrifying versions of heaven, hell, and the demons that Constantine encounters. The advancement in digital effects since the original film could allow for more sophisticated and horrifying depictions of the supernatural realm. The R rating advantage. The commitment to an R rating isn't just about adding more violence or darker content. It's about allowing Constantine's story to be told without compromise. The original comic series Hellblazer never shied away from adult themes, complex moral dilemmas, and psychological horror. Now, Constantine 2 can finally bring that same level of maturity to the screen. This rating also allows the film to explore Constantine's personal demons more deeply. His struggles with addiction, mortality, and the psychological toll of his supernatural dealings can be portrayed with the gravity they deserve. The success of R-rated comic book films has proven that audiences are ready for more mature superhero storytelling. As Constantine 2 moves into production, the future looks bright for DC's favorite occult detective. The combination of Keanu Reeves' star power, Francis Lawrence's evolved directorial vision, and Akiva Goldsman's scripting promises a sequel that could surpass the original in both scope and substance. What are your thoughts on Constantine 2? Are you excited to see Keanu Reeves return to the role after all these years? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more updates on Constantine 2 and other upcoming DC projects.